So I've been asked to do a video on editing tips. So I figured since I just filmed a video, I would show you the basic steps I go through, just kind of like a beginner tutorial on how to use Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So let's get into this. All my videos and audio are in here now. It's time to open up Adobe Premiere. Now before I do that, let me just show you my intros. I don't want people to get sick of my intros. I see a lot of people with intros, it's the same one over and over again. Yes, I'm looking at you, Freely the Banana Girl, with that damn house music. I'm gonna punch you in the dick. So what I've done, each intro has a different song, and each intro has a different picture. So enough about that, let's go into one of my intros. So you can see I have all these files preloaded. This is my intro. And we got my end screen here. So basically what I do, I go to the end of that file, open up my video folder, and then select all the video clips. And then I just drag them on here to the timeline. But I'm gonna load in that external audio as I wait. Then I just grab those and drop them in. Okay, now that everything is loaded in, I make that a little bigger, highlight everything, move it out of the way, because I gotta sync up this audio. You just make everything a little bigger, right click up here, click on show audio time units, and then you try to line up these two spikes. There, I'm pretty happy with that. So now I just like to split the clips. I press S, which I had to change, so your S might completely just blow your computer up. I don't know what your S does, but I changed my S to split. Then for these highlighted clips in white here, I just press Shift and Delete, and that will get rid of them without moving the clips ahead of it. So everything's lined up here. I just want to get rid of the original camera audio. So you highlight that, right click, click unlink. Now select just the audio, Shift and Delete. Now just slide the other audio up in its place. Select them both, right click again, link them up. So that clip's done. Boom. I'm gonna do that for the rest of these. Okay, so now I have these 3 clips all with synced audio. They're all good to go. These clips in the middle here are just footage of food. I'm gonna add music and stuff to it later. Now what you want to do is save your file. Just go to save as. I've already done this, but BurgerVid, add it to your desktop, save it, and save frequently. You never know when your computer's gonna crash or the world's gonna end. If the world ends, only aliens are left, you're gonna want to have a good video for them. So now what I do, I go to the beginning and I just start watching the videos and cutting out what I don't like. I always do these silly intros. Let's see if I got it right the first time.
Hey, do you mind taking a picture of me quick?
God damn it. And I'll just show you how I put my intro together. I'll move this over a little bit. Then I'll grab this clip, throw it at the beginning. Then I take my intro here and just put it right up. It snaps in place. You can see those white lines come in. And then if you right click in between a frame, you just apply default transition. That'll fade it in. So you'll see. And I also do that for the beginning. So intro is pretty much done. And if you're wondering what software I'm using to record this video, it's Open Broadcaster software. It's free. So I got the first 2 clips down. You can see how much I've shrank them. They were like 10 minutes of footage down to like 2. A lot of my clips are just right clicking in the middle and applying that default transition so it crossfades. I'll give you a quick little example here.
I promise. Take a look. So we got the...
See, so it just kind of fades into the next picture. I like that look. So really simple. I mean, you can get fancy. You want to see some slick editing, check Brett Rawlings' videos out, man. That guy is starting to dip into the Adobe After Effects and he's getting really good at it. He's got all these twitch effects and pictures are jumping at you and splitting in half, and it's amazing, man. He's getting good. He's only gonna get better. So now I got all this footage of food. So the only real way to tell if a song's gonna go with the video is to play the music and watch the video at the same time. You have to get that feel. So I've been doing that. Divine Negligence, that's the one. So that's going in. Now usually you want to fade in your music. This song just happens to start off slowly and quiet, so I don't need to do that. But the easiest way to do it, press P, and that'll give you this pen tool. Create a couple markers at the beginning. Boom, bam. Then you press V to go back to normal. Then you just drag the first one all the way down, and then it'll fade in. And I'm also gonna erase the audio from the filming because it's just like noises of frying and shit. Select them all, right click, unlink, then just select all the audio, shift and delete. Boom, it's that easy. Okay, so the rough cut is pretty much done. I'll add these blooper clips in at the end, drag the outro to the end of that, and I also have a pre-made blooper file. There it is. As you can see, it comes in there. So I'll stretch that out over the whole thing. And what I'll usually do now is play it from the beginning, fine tune it. I mean, my philosophy is if it isn't funny or it's not important, I cut it out. I just want to save you guys time watching my videos. And as I'm watching, I like to add pictures just to see some change in the visuals. And sometimes a picture will just perfectly complement what I'm saying at the time in the video. And I'll just show you a quick example of that.
So let's make a burger.
So right when I say burger, I could have a picture of a vegan burger show up. Let me show you how I would do that. Go to your friendly internet, type in vegan burger, go to images, then pick one that you like. This one kind of stands out to me because its patty is purple. Just right click, save image as. I like to save mine in the same folder as my videos. Usually I'll create a new folder just called pics. So if you put it on the track above, you're gonna notice that it doesn't fill the screen. So once I have the placement right, I'll slide it on top of the other clip. Now it's just got a black background. And then if you right click and apply default transition, I kind of like this effect because
Let's make a burger.
It just kind of fades in. Another way to use a picture is to cover up and edit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a straight cut like that.
Why do I always fuck it? So let's make a...
But if you want to hide that, you just put an image right at the start and then slide it over. Again, default transition, boom. That should cover it up.
Why do I always fuck it? So let's make a burger.
And I just want to make a title on top of it. To do that, you go to title, new title, default still, click OK. Now you can add text. Just double click roughly where you want it, type what you want to say. Once you have your text, highlight it, pick a font that you like better. You can drag this up on the screen just to see what it'll look like. Click this arrow to move it around a bit. And you'll notice how the white kind of blends in, doesn't look very readable. Highlight the text again. You might want to change the color to red or something that stands out. And then add an outline. It's black right now and this is the size of it, so if you go bigger, it will look like that. So that's much easier to read. And if you click this button, it will center it perfectly. This will center it in the middle, and that will center it horizontally. I want it down at the bottom though, so I'll put it down here. And then click the center for that. I'm gonna delay its start just a bit, and I'm also gonna fade it in and fade it out. So let's just see how that looks. Close this.
So let's make a burger. A vegan burger better than any beef
There we
dish
go.
out there.
So I'm pretty happy with that. Last thing I want to show you are animations. I do these a lot in my Trolling 101 videos. They can be time consuming, but I mean, they're so much fun to do. So I just want to show you how I do it. So say I want to like add a little cartoon man jumping in the frying pan or something stupid like that, because that's how my mind works. Go back to Google search and search for a transparent image. So just say cartoon man transparent. So just pick one that you find funny. This guy looks like he should be in a frying pan. So you click on the image and you want to see this checkered background. That means the image will be transparent. right click, save as. Now we got this guy, throw him over the pan. Now here's how you animate it. You click on the image, go up here to motion. Now the scale, you're gonna wanna shrink him down. If you press motion here, then you can just move him around with your mouse. I'll probably have him jump into the pan. So you go to the beginning, click this keyframe button here beside the position, and so now it will record your movements. So let's start him outside the frame, and then you pick a spot further along in the timeline, and you just drag him. You can see that line's connecting them, and once you let go, it will create a keyframe. And say right here, you want him to go like he's jumping right in the pan. I mean, you can smooth these things out. You can smooth his motion out the way you want it to be. Let's just take a look at how that looks. So yeah, it's obviously better when you're on a tripod because you can see the background moving. It's not as good, but that's how you do it. I mean, you can rotate them, you can do all this stuff. I have fun doing those, I love that. But check out my Trolling 101 series if you want to see a bunch of animations and stuff. That's what I really enjoy doing. And last thing to do is for my end screen, these are just prior videos that I've made. I think this Vital Ital review will go good in the end. I drop that in here, and you just click mark in for where you want the video to start, and then mark out where you want it to end. If you want the audio, you just drag it from here and onto your track, and it'll give you both the video and the audio. I just want the video though, no audio. So I'm gonna drag that up top here, then I'm gonna stretch it out and then shrink it down. Go to Effect Controls, again motion, shrink it down with the scale, click motion, something like that, and you're good to go. When your video's done, just let it play to the end. Once it stops, press Ctrl M. That will bring up the rendering screen. I have a setting that I've made already for YouTube vids, 720p. I mean, I film in 1080p, but I like to render it down to 720p just to save the file size. Then you just click export, and we wait. So that's it, my friend. That's how I edit a video. So hopefully you found this helpful, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you next video. You're in a dark room, it's gonna look like shit. And if you have the cheapest smartphone but you have amazing lighting, it's gonna look good. It doesn't have to be expensive. Right now I'm using 2 LED light bulbs